Hey Jackson,
Hey
how you
Richard,
doing?
how are you going? Good to
to
see you.
Nice place.
Beautiful, thank you so much.
Looking forward to my workout.
Awesome.
Welcome back to the Studio Success Secret Show. I'm Richard Aturnji, and today I'm really excited because I'm in Rouse Hill Tribe Centre and I've got Jackson Chen. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, Richard.
So Jackson, tell me about Tribe Functional Training. It's a newish franchise, I hear. Tell me more about it.
Yep, so Tribe Functional Training, as the word suggests, it's a functional training studio.
Yep.
So we have a mixture of the strength training, conditioning, and a lot of the HIIT stuff as well too, but very much based on being able to move functionally and getting people stronger and getting fitter, but everyday movements as well too.
Got you. Now, I hear a rumour that you're a professional golfer, is that correct?
Yes.
Tell me about that. That's a really interesting story.
So I was a professional golfer for about 12 years. I coached professionally as well as played professionally for about 12 years. And then within that space, that's how I got into the personal training space.
And so you went from coaching, you went then and worked at Anytime Fitness, I believe, is that correct?
Yep. Well, in between that, I was actually doing something else. I started branching out into other businesses.
Yep. Tell me about this other business, because I heard
I own bread runs. Right. So I ended up owning 4 bread runs at the time. And how I started was I got involved with selling one product, which was just banana breads.
Banana breads?
Yeah, and I ended up having 90 customers. And I thought, well, if I'm going to 90 shops, I may as well add more products in.
So we're talking about bread runs. You're talking about banana breads to cafes, is that correct?
Yeah, to cafes, cakes and breads. And
so you had your 90 clientele, and you said, okay, we're making this money, how do we add something else into it? Basic, but such a innovative way to think for growth, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I figure, I've got my 90 clients there already, well, I'm going there for one product, I may as well add more range so I could increase my, profitability in one drop. That's how I would look at it. I looked at how much I was able to make per drop.
Now I've got some quick fire questions if you're okay with that. Let's do it. So let's see if we can get these in one shot. All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go. How many members do you currently have?
196.
How much is your membership per week?
47.
How many team members do you employ?
5.
What's your favourite fitness app or tech?
MyZone.
MyZone. What CRM do you use?
Perfect Gym and Zipline. E-Myth will have to be my favourite one.
E-Myth, what a classic book.
Classic book, but.
What does your average day look like?
One phone call in the morning with the staff, a Zoom call, and then going with the rest of the day.
I love it. That's the shortest answer for what happens in your day. That's Jackson Chen. So Jackson, you recently had a newborn. Congratulations.
I did, yes. 8 weeks. Oh, 7 weeks now.
7 weeks. As I know, you're in our Ninja program, and you won Scale of the Year. Purely one of the pure facts that you're able to scale your business. So congratulations on that. You haven't actually been in this premises for a full 8 weeks, so welcome back.
That's right.
I've
stepped out.
You've had trainers to pretty much run everything. So you've been able to take 8 weeks out of actually stepping into this place, and the business keeps running at record numbers.
Yeah.
I think that's a journey that I think a lot of people would love, to be in a situation where if they're sick or something happens or they want to go on holidays, they're not, stressing out and having to be there. Tell me about that journey.
I think, I guess in a way it's almost like it came about, wasn't by choice, right? I had to make sure that I was out of the studio, and I had to make sure that I was ready for that. I think the whole journey was about, okay, what is it I need to put in place? Systems, what are some of the things I need to check on? What are some of the process and procedures, standard operating procedures that I need to train staff on to make sure they understand where the business needs to be going, and then putting those systems in place so I can step away. And just most of the time I've just been doing it remotely, just make a quick phone call and then making sure everything's done. Everything's done on Google Drive, everything's all in one place. I can see everything from remotely.
It does change the mindset to say, okay, well, what if, and I challenge everybody out there, what if you have to step out of your business for 8 weeks? What are you going to do, right? And when are you going to start this? So get it started right now.
Exactly.
Amazing. All right, Jackson, so you've been out of action for 8 weeks, not in here. So I'm assuming you're not taking the next class, are you?
No, I'm not. Coach Tegan will be taking that class, and you probably should jump in with her and she'll take you through the routine.
Amazing. I haven't done my workout for today, so I'm keen to quickly get a session in before we go.
Fantastic.
Rouse Hill Town Centre, and I think every area has competition. I've seen an Orange Theory, I've seen an Anytime Fitness, and that was just like going from the car park to here. So I'm sure there's a whole bunch out here as well.
I think it's about 10 with a stone throw.
Exactly. Tell me how you're a kind of guy that is happy. I feel you're happy for competition.
Yeah.
You're always embracing it. Tell me what your version of how do you I guess stand out from that crowd?
Yeah.
Is it the content or is it something else that we're missing?
I think for me here is, I think it's a tribe within the tribe. It's a bit of a cliche, like so. I think we can build a tribe within a tribe. The brand name is called Tribe, but we're building a really good community within this area, within this space. That people know who we are, that people know each other. It's not just a place they can go to and they just kind of like work out and go home. They come here for a friendship. They're here for a community. We've got members heading off after the workouts, having a cup of coffee together. We've got Christmas party. They've got their own little things they're organising. That's what I want to see. I want to see a tribe within the workout. So it's like a second home for a lot of these people.
Got you. Okay, so you're building that tribe. Yeah, excuse the pun, the tribe, and that's the key why people stick around for.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
So what's your favourite workout at Tribe?
My favourite lot of workouts would be all the strength stuff.
All the strength stuff?
Yeah, strength stuff.
I've seen you guys use MyZone. How does that work with you being a trainer?
It means I can bust their butts a little harder if I know them well enough. If they go into a certain zone and I know that they generally push harder, then I'll bust their butts a little more.
Amazing. All right, Jackson, we're literally filming this at the end of 2020, and we've had a big 2020. Obviously, everybody has. It's COVID year.
Very different.
Dramatically, you've had to make some massive changes. I remember when COVID first hit, you kind of stepped up as a big leader and said, "Hey, we're going to take this virtually," and you were kind of like really on it really fast. Yeah. Tell me, apart from having to do what a lot of other people had to do, go virtual, go on Zoom, all that kind of stuff. What was the fundamental change that you've made in your business to achieve the growth that you've had, Jackson?
Yep. I think for me, the biggest change I had to make was really start to know my numbers as a business owner. I think for so long you kind of make a lot of decisions as a business owner just based on what you think may be right, and never really had any data to work with. So the one thing I started doing, very important, was knowing my numbers. I'm talking about conversion rate, on how many leads I need to be getting. So it gave me a roadmap to know if I want to get to 200 members, and based on my current conversion rate, this is what I need to do. And also knowing what areas I need to improve, whether it be selling or could be the lead generation, whatever that may be. It allowed me to make some very key decisions based on those data, rather than making a decision based on what I think I need to make as a business owner.
Yeah, a lot of business owners are making the gut information, and you turn that into a data-driven information center.
For sure. I mean, I think the thing about gut feeling is that, and a lot of times I think business owners also tend to look at the next best thing that comes out in the marketplace, or they hear an advisor, hear this, or hear that, and they go, oh, they'll work for that gym owner, but may not be working for their own gym. So I think it's really important to track your own data, track your processes, and see where you need to fine tune. And that's what I did. I look at my data, look at my processes, and I looked at where I need to improve in sales, or what I need to, whether it be generation of leads or whatever that may be. It allowed me to make some good decisions for growth.
Makes total sense. Okay, Jackson, so we've got our numbers, you've got the stats, you understand what's going on. Tell me about what you've done. What's the marketing, what's your secret sauce in marketing, Jackson? Because you had some big growth. I remember you coming into our Ninja program maybe about a year ago, and it was about learning marketing. Tell me, after this whole process, what is that one or two secret sauces that you do in marketing really well?
I think with marketing, the one thing I have learned in the whole process is how much you need to be in front of people's faces, because the world is moving so quickly. People need to see the content you provide for them. So we started implementing a lot of daily lives, content, things that people want to hear, whether it be weight loss or nutrition or gut health, whatever it may be. We became one of those, I guess, people that just constantly are out in the social space providing information for people. So that became a very key thing, is that people learn about who we are and what we do, and what we stand for. And I think it makes it so much easier for us to express that when we do get them into the studio and they see us, they see an ad that can relate to something that we've already done in a social space. And I think that's made a big difference.
And before that, how were you marketing? What was the traditional way that you used to market? Maybe it's a loaded question, Jackson. But
It's like, what marketing? It was more just like, here's a lad, he's come see the studio. It was really it was a scattergun effect. There was no strategy behind it.
yeah. So the personality, and I've definitely seen your marketing change over the time where, yeah, it's ads, and now it's all I see from you is Facebook Lives and content and coaches and interviews and that kind of stuff. When people coming in that door, do you quantifiably see the difference of the lead quality?
Oh, for sure, 100%. I think because people know who we are, they've seen our ads, they've seen our Facebook. I think of the last particularly 6 months or so, that we have people come through here and say, oh, we saw your stories, I saw the live, we saw this in the last 3 or 4 months, and now we've checked it out, now we want to get started.
Wow.
Like, that has never happened the first year business, and whereas this year, more and more people are saying, we have seen you doing something, and that's what we want to come and speak to you.
Thanks, Jackson. Really appreciate your time, and looking forward to the next part of 2021 and your growth at Tribe.
Absolutely, thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you, Richard.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of the Studio Success Secret Show. Now, if you're an aspiring studio owner or a studio owner and you want to see more behind the scenes or more marketing, advice and tips, be sure to join our private Facebook groups where we go a little bit deeper and can answer those questions that you have to help you grow your fitness studio. Bye for now.